name is Rebecca. I'm 12 years old and I have scoliosis.
How are you today?
Good.
Doing all right?
Yeah.
School going well?
Scoliosis is a spinal deformity. My spine has two curves. That makes it an S curve. The top one is a 17-degree angle and the bottom one is 24 degrees.
The curve you have does not have a specific cause, okay? It's called idiopathic.
No, it doesn't mean you're an idiot. It means that there is no known cause. Sometimes if you've had a really big growth spurt, that's when someone notices.
Rebecca, we're ready for you.
It could be your doctor, a school nurse, or even a coach. It usually happens in preteens and teens, more commonly in girls. You cannot correct the curve much without surgery. But the good news is that with a brace, you can keep it from getting any worse. We first suspected that I had scoliosis after my checkup at the pediatrician. We were going to the orthopedic for something else, and my mom asked him what he thought. Before the end of that appointment, I had an x-ray. He said that my spine had two curves and they weren't very bad, so I didn't have to do anything except come back in a few months. The next appointment went really fast. We got to the office and I had another x-ray.
And both curves, the primary curves, measure 18.
When the doctor brought it in, he said that the curves had both gotten worse.
Rebecca, your curve has progressed and we're going to need to start a bracing program. I use a brace man called an orthotist, whose name is Keith Smith, and he'll be fabricating the brace.
I went right from the doctor's office to see Keith, the guy who would make my brace.
So there's two different methods of doing this. The first one is a measured brace that we're going after, creating a module or creating a mold off of those measurements. And the other way is where we actually take the mold from a cast and it's made right to that mold.
He said that I had to balance on something about as big as a seatbelt while holding on to some rings.
There you are. And let's have you bring your legs down, Rebecca. Perfect.
But when I saw it, it looked like another gymnastics balance challenge. They wrapped me in plaster to get a mold of my body.
So then that's our mold. The mold is set up.
It was like I was a big paper mache project.
That tube's just so that when we cut this down, it gives us a little cutting surface to cut down.
Keith worked really fast, and before I knew it, it was over. We came back a week later to pick up my brace. At first, I only wore it a little bit at a time, and I couldn't pull it very tight. I felt like a turtle on its back when I lay down. After about 2 weeks, I was wearing the brace full time and barely noticed it was on. I can get in and out of it really fast now. I wear it all the time except for PE at school, gymnastics times, and showering. If I want to go swimming or do something active, I can take it off for a while then, too. When I change in PE, it takes me a little longer than everyone else, but I can still get to class on time. When I first wore it to school, I was afraid of taking too long in the locker room and bathroom. Also, I had trouble bending down to get things, so my friends were really helpful with that. There are a few things that I don't like very much. At the beginning, the brace rubbed in a couple of spots, so we went back to Keith and he adjusted it. Sometimes since I have on the undershirt, the brace, and all my regular clothes, it gets really hot. To solve that, I can just take off my brace for a little while and cool off, then put it back on. In my case, I developed a new pain in my back. I had always had back pain, but never in this certain spot. When we told the doctor, he said that wasn't typical, so we went to see the physical therapist. It turned out that where my curves met, there were some pinched nerves. She also gave me some exercises to do at home. Now, I do them every morning and night, and the pain has gotten better. Some people might be mean and tease you about it, but I told everyone ahead of time, and I'm very open about it. No one has ever made fun of me. I think most people are more curious than mean, so if you just answer their questions, they will probably stop. Possibly, the biggest change is most of your clothes won't fit. Almost all of my pants didn't fit around my brace, so we had to buy all new bottoms. Most of my shirts still fit, but you can see the brace, so I don't wear those as much anymore. Now, here's the good news. Because of the brace, I get quite a bit of attention. My friends are always willing to help me out if I need it. Also, I don't get bumped in the halls nearly as much. The other good thing is that it doesn't limit any activities unless you are a men's Olympic weightlifter. Really, after a couple of weeks, you'll hardly notice it at all. Remember, keep a sense of humor about it. My brother's favorite joke is when he's carrying my brace, he says, "I've got your back." It never gets old. I found out how many people I can actually count on. If you ever have any problems, make sure you tell an adult like your parents or other family members, doctors, or teachers. Don't forget your friends.
Not you! Roar!
They're always there to help and support you while keeping things fun. My name is Rebecca. I'm 12 years old and I have scoliosis.